Frederick Fleet was a British sailor, crewman, and survivor of the Titanic disaster. He boarded the ship in Southampton on 10 April 1912. On the fateful night, Fleet along with his co-worker Reginald were stationed at the crow's nest. Titanic had been given iceberg warnings by many ships in the vicinity, and the lookouts were given orders by Second Officer Charles Lightroller to look out for icebergs. One of the ways to spot an iceberg was to watch out for the waves that hit the base of the icebergs. But the night was moonless and the sea was calm, making it difficult for the lookouts to spot the iceberg. Also, because of a mix-up at Southampton, the lookouts didn't have their binoculars with them on the same night. And regardless of the warnings, Titanic was sailing at a speed of 22 knots, which was only 2 knots short of her maximum speed. At 11:40 p.m., Fleet first spotted the iceberg. He rang the bell 3 times to warn the bridge of the iceberg. Then he called up the bridge, which was answered by 6th Officer James Paul Moody. Upon asking what he saw, Fleet said the infamous line, "Iceberg right ahead." Eventually, the Titanic collided with the iceberg. The 2 lookouts remained in the crow's nest for 20 minutes after the collision. Fleet eventually boarded Lifeboat 6, the famous boat which also had Margaret or Molly Brown as one of its passengers. The passengers of the lifeboat were eventually picked up by RMS Carpathia by 6 a.m. on 15 April 1912. In the Titanic inquiry, Fleet stated that if he had been given a pair of binoculars, he would have probably seen the iceberg in time. However, considering the dark night and the low visibility, this is just speculation. After the disaster, Fleet served in both the world wars in his life. He also served on the RMS Olympic, Titanic's sister ship. In December 1964, Fleet's wife died, which left him devastated. Fleet suffered from depression in the later years of his life. He eventually committed suicide by hanging himself in his brother-in-law's house on 10 January 1965 at the age of 77.